Children, elements means what? So elements means it having the same particle, that is it is made up of very small particle, and all the particles have possesses same property. For example, oxygen particle possesses same property. Like that, hydrogen also possesses same property. Next, compound, two or more elements chemically combined to form a compound. So it is chemically subdivided. Let us discuss about the water H2O. Here the hydrogen contains two atoms, oxygen contains one atom. So in the specific ratio, the compounds have leads to specific ratio, that is in the ratio 2:1. Like that, glucose, or it may be called as sugar, C6H12O6. Here C contains 6 atoms, hydrogen contains, C means what? Carbon. Carbon contains 6 atoms and hydrogen contains 12 atoms, and this oxygen contains 6 atoms. So like that, we will discuss about the elements and compounds. Now we have to discuss the mixture. Next component name is called as mixture. So for the best example, air is a mixture. So it contains many gases. It is called as mixture. We see many mixture in our daily life. Mixtures are substances containing 2 or more substances. It contains also 2 or more substances. If 2 or more substances means it may be elements or it may be compounds, or mixed together in the ratio and it undergo chemically subdivided. So if the elements or the components are equally combined chemically, okay children, but retain their individual properties, then it is called as mixture. So the best example for mixture is sand, or for example soil. The best example for mixture is soil. In the soil contains sand, clay, and many types of salts. So and also some dust particles, plants and animal residues. The soil contains what? Soil contains sand, clay, many types of salts, and also it contains plants and animal residues. Andre plants and animals residues andre no plants ಪೊಳ್ತೋಗಿರೋಂಥದ್ದಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅನಿಮಲ್ದು ಡೆಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಎಲ್ಲ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಸಾಯಿಲ್ ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. So that's why the soil is called as mixture, and also we can call it as air is called as a mixture. It contains the many gases. It contains oxygen, hydrogen, and other carbon dioxide, inert gases, so on. So here the air is also called as what? Mixture. Fill in the blanks with suitable words. Elements consist of a group of same type of particles. Compound consists of a group of atoms of different particles, different elements. A compound is a mixture of, a compound is made up of 2 or more particles. A mixture is individually it contains 2 or more substances. It may be elements or it may be compounds. Give 5 examples to each these. Take the help of your teacher. I will help you. Element. So you can write element oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, etc. Compound, water, nitrogen oxide, sulfur dioxide, etc. Mixture, this soil, air. Children, seawater is also one of the examples for mixture. Seawater. Seawater dissolves all salts, some minerals, some of the dust and other. So it will be mixed. It will be dissolved some of the salts. So that's why the seawater is also called as mixture. Elements, compounds, mixture. So it may be solid or it may be liquid or gas. Here from page number 159, solid. So element, the name called as iron. You know, iron is what? Iron is an element. So I will write in the element column. Element, that is iron. So it is in the form of solid state. Whereas in liquid state, mercury. You know mercury, children? So mercury usually, so we use in the thermometer. Mercury elli nodthivi ನಾವು ಅಂದ್ರೆ thermometer ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮೆಜರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ತೋರಿಸೋದು ಲೈನ್ ಆ ಲೈನ್ ಯಾವುದರಿಂದ ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮರ್ಕ್ಯೂರಿ ಹಾಕಿಬಿಟ್ಟು ಮಾಡುತ್ತಾರೆ. ಸೊ ನೀವು ಥರ್ಮೋಮೀಟರ್ ಏನಾದರೂ ಮನೆಯಲ್ಲಿದ್ರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಅಬ್ಸರ್ವ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಗ್ಯಾಸಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಆಕ್ಸಿಜನ್ ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋಣ ಎಲಿಮೆಂಟ್. Here the solid state of an element, that is the iron, the liquid state of an element mercury, gaseous state of an element is oxygen. Next, compound. So sugar is a compound. Sugar ಯಾವ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ? So sugar is in the which state? Solid state. Whereas in liquid state, water. So water molecular formula is H2O. And then carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide, C. It contains one carbon and two oxygen atom. So it is called as a mixture. So gaseous compound. Sorry, not a mixture. Compound. It contains two elements, carbon and oxygen. Let us discuss about the mixture. Soil is the best example for mixture in the solid state, whereas sea water is a compound, but it is also called as a mixture. It contains more. So here is a mixture in the gaseous state. Okay, children. So write this in your rough book. So let us discuss about the differences between compounds and mixtures. You know the differences. So first you have to learn the difference definition for both the compounds and mixtures. First difference: when two or more compound elements combine chemically, compound is formed. You know that two or more elements chemically combine to form compounds. Here, when two or more substances mix physically. For example, when we take a soil, it is a mixture of clay, sand, like that. It is mixed physically, but here the compounds, it will be mixed chemically. So by chemically method, so it will be combined. So next differences: the constituents of the compounds are combined a definite ratio. So it has a specific ratio. Whereas a mixture is a combination of it constitutes many mixed in any proportion. So it will be mixed with any proportion, not a particular ratio for the mixture. But whereas in the compound, it has a specific ratio. Next, the constituent substances of a compound do not retain their original properties after combination. But here the mixture, the constituent substances, they can retain their individual properties. Next, the fourth difference of the compound and mixture is the compounds cannot be separated simple methods. So it can be separated by a chemical reaction. So it will be discussed in the higher classes. Whereas in the mixture, it will be separated by the simple methods. These are some of the differences between the compounds and mixtures. Compounds, it is made up of two or more elements. It will be chemically subdivided. Whereas the mixtures, two or more substances mix physically. Okay. Second differences, that is the specific ratio. But here there is no specific ratio, but it has a many, so it can be divided any proportion. The third differences is, so it can be give a original property, whereas this, so it cannot be separated by or individual property. Next, fourth difference of this compound is it can be separated by a chemical reaction. This mixture can be separated by the simple method. Children, now we have to discuss some elements and their symbols. Okay. So now I will write the elements. So you know periodic table, children. In the periodic table, we observed some of the elements and their symbols. I will write here. You have to practice in your home. So it is used for the next higher classes. Symbols, element. First, I will take oxygen. OXYGEN. The symbol for oxygen is children O. Second one, hydrogen. 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 H. Next, nitrogen. 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 N. Sulfur. SULPHUR. Sulfur. Yes. Carbon. 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 C. Phosphorus. PHOS. PHOROUS. Phosphorus. P. PH. Potash. 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 K. Okay. Next, I will write here eighth one. Sodium. The symbol for sodium is Na. Next, chlorine. Chlorine symbol is Cl. Next, gold. Ag. Next, 11th one, silver, Au. Au for gold, Ag for silver. Platinum, Pt. Okay, platinum, and then you have to write fluorine, FLOURINE, fluorine. F. Boron, BORAN, boron. B. Okay, so these are some of the elements and their symbols. Oxygen, O. Hydrogen, H. Nitrogen, N. Sulfur, S. Carbon, C. Phosphorus, PH. Potash, K. Sodium, Na. Chlorine, Cl. Gold, Au. Silver, Ag. Platinum, Pt. Fluorine, F. Boron, B. Iron. So usually the symbol of the element is starting from the first letter of the element, but some of the symbol of the elements are different. Here, for example, if you take this potassium, but the symbol is K, and also sodium symbol is Na. Next, Ag and gold also Au and Ag. Why we have to write like this means it will be taken from the Latin word, the name of the Latin word, and then we can give the name of give the symbol for the element. So learn these symbols. I will given in the class first. So learn the symbol for the elements. For example, if we take the molecular formula for the compounds. Compounds, water, you know children, water is a mixture of oxygen and hydrogen. H2O, molecular formula is H2O. Carbon dioxide, children, di means two, so here I will write CO2, carbon dioxide, two atom of oxygen. Carbon monoxide, CO. Children, mono means what? One. So here CO, I will write CO. Carbon dioxide means CO2. Okay. Next, you know glucose. GluCO, glucose. C6H12O6. Next, sulfur dioxide. Di means what? Two. Yes, O2. Sulfuric acid. SULPH2RIC. Sulfuric acid. H2SO4. HCl, that is HYDRO, hydrochloric, CLORIC, chloric acid. That is HCl. Sodium, SODIUM, sodium chloride, NaCl, sodium chloride. So here are some molecular formula for the compounds. So learn the molecular formula in your book. Write at least twice. Water H2O, carbon dioxide CO2, carbon monoxide CO, glucose C6H12O6, sulfur dioxide SO2, sulfuric acid H2SO4, hydrochloric acid HCl, sodium chloride NaCl. So nitric acid also is there. Nitric acid, NiTric, nitric acid, that is HNO3. So these are the compounds under molecular formula. Children, here are some words. ELE, MENTS elements, COMPOUNDS compounds, MISTUR mixture, OXYGEN oxygen, HYDROGEN hydrogen, plutonium PLUTONIUM. So plutonium formula symbol is PL, whereas platinum formula is PT. Glucose, GluCOS, glucose, SODIUM sodium, CHLORINE chlorine, poisonous, POISONOUS, poisonous. So classworks I will send to your WhatsApp number. Thank you children. First read the textbook, read the lesson. Afterwards you have to practice the elements and their symbols and compounds and their molecular formulas. Thank you children.